Hello everyone, welcome back. It's Eden Star Early Access Coverage episode 35. I'm Enigmius and it's the night of day 12. We're heading into day 13. We've got 3 minutes left until daybreak. And we've got a plan for the day. As soon as the night's over. It's been pretty quiet. There was some Ica that showed up and the turret shot them, and then it's not really been much going on since. What I want to do is I want to try and max out our power capacity, because we installed the new generator in the last episode and I wasn't 100% clear on how to actually get more power out of it. Come down here until we hear the turrets chirping again. I'm not exactly sure. You can see here we've got the Eden kit showing an energy level 787 megawatts, which is nearly maxed out. 800 is the maximum for the Eden kit. I'm not sure how the power generator is going to figure into all that. Look at this guy. How'd you get in here? And just what the hell do you think you're doing? Let's try. Dinner is served. So it's not the end of the world if we can figure it out or if we can't. It says there's a power generator producing down at the bottom. It's like 200 of 962, and then there's like a bar leading up to a 001 with a globe. We'll figure it out. That's basically all we can do. But in addition to that, what I want to do is we're going to gather up a bunch of ceramic, because it's the second most abundant mineral that I can think of, aside from the bridgemanite that we've been using to build so far. Let's find out. Fiber, ceruleum, ceramic. This is what ceramic looks like when you build with it. And we're going to build some extensions off of our existing outpost with ceramic. Not necessarily because it makes sense to transition to ceramic from the way things will look, but just for the sake of doing something with the different materials. We can mess around with that a little bit. It's experimental. It's not necessarily trying to make an aesthetic statement. And we'll go from there, and we'll see how long it takes. It's going to be a little while involved in gathering the ceramic, so we're not going to spend the whole episode doing that. We're going to do a little montage, the ceramic gathering montage, and then we'll get down to the business of finishing off our outpost. Lots of turrets, too, is something else that I wanted to place. We're going to place a bunch more turrets just because we can. We're going to use up all the power capacity available to us. We've got 30 seconds until daybreak. Why wait? We're going to need some fiber. And I believe some protonite for the turrets. So we'll get down to the business now. We're still well inside our shield as we're doing this, so we don't have to worry about losing our personal shields and being vulnerable to the splinter mites that are probably lurking around here somewhere. See, I see that. Oh, that's just one of the exploding spore sacks. Our favorite. Daybreak is officially here. We've got 20 minutes to gather to our heart's content, so that's what we're going to do, and we'll see you back at the base when we're done. Alright, we made it back. We have enough materials to supply ourselves with one new turret. But that's okay. That's fine. That's better than what we had before. I think. Oh, I see. It's showing us what we're using versus what we have. The little gauge for the power supply dealio. Let's see here. We can get rid of some of this fiber. Max convert. Continue. So we're maxed out on the Eden kit. The power output 800 megawatts, 801 megawatts apparently. Shield level 4. Oh hey, we have more of this. Max withdraw. That should give us enough for another turret. Cannot build unstable structure. What do you mean unstable structure? Actually, this is absolutely fine, because what I wanted to do was put a turret in a spot where it could make a little bit of a difference against any splinter mites that are trying to be cheeky and go up our ramp for the easy route back to our Eden kit. So what we're going to do, we're going to go to primitives with the block. Can we place a block? It's doing a little flashing. Oh, that's the diagonal block. We didn't want the diagonal block. Curved ceiling panel, wall panel, block. Then we go to defenses. Oops, it's a little bit sensitive. There we go. So we've got one turret in place down on the ground level to handle any splinter mites trying to make a break up the ramp. It may be destroyed very soon. It's just one of those things, you never know if it's going to actually do any good or if the splinter mites are just going to gang beat it. And now we can look at doing some silly things with the ceramic, making blocks that are white and then attaching them to blocks that are gray for a little bit of color contrast, and you know, something different to look at. What I'm thinking is maybe we'll do another segment here that extends out and away from the Eden kit, but we'll do it white so that it contrasts against the gray, even though it's it'll be part of the same lines, if that makes any sense. It won't look like it's something different, but the colors will say that it is. Like I say, not trying to make any sort of aesthetic design statements, just doing something a little bit different for the sake of doing something a little bit different. Now, let me fall. Damn you, Eden kit. All those times when I fell down and didn't want to, and had to climb my way back up the hard way, and now the Eden kit pushes me back up onto the roof whenever I try and fall down into the room to take the easy way. Alright, we'll go this way. I understand. So we're going to pull out some of these. Insufficient materials. And we'll pull out that guy. And these guys. And that guy. And that gives us the basis to start anew with primitives. Block made out of left control for scroll material. What do we got? Bridgemanite, tennel, ironite, fiber, ceruleum, ceramic. There we go. We got 414 ceramic, primarily out of one great big node, which is kind of neat. I see the clouds moving down there, and it always makes me nervous because all I see is motion out of the corner of my eye, and I'm like, okay, what's coming for us now? And then you look down, it's only clouds. We've got... Is it nighttime already? Daybreak in 4.5 minutes. It must be. That's a little bit crazy. I wasn't expecting that at all. We're going to grab this guy out of here. Replace it with this guy. That's what we're looking for. And this guy. We'll replace it with this guy. And lastly, I think we need to pull this guy out as well. Place it with that guy, and now the rest of the filling in should be pretty straightforward. We can wall panel, window, wall, diagonal wall. Oh, the turrets say trouble. Oh, hide. That sounded like I was a little too close to the turrets for my liking. What's this guy causing trouble? I hear the turret down there chirping. How am I out of ammo for the pistol? Oh no, you don't get to launch me. Is he too close to the turret? No, turret's fine. Good. Troublemakers, all of them. Let's get back to the building. there's always the part of me that just kind of wants to stand around and wait for the enemy to come to us, and then night passes and you realize you got nothing done at all. You didn't shoot anything, you didn't defend anything, you just stood around waiting for stuff to happen that never actually happened. Now, the turrets are chirping again in response to an Ika that's up there being a jerk. Ooh, that was good that I didn't pull that block out of there. I don't want to be shooting my own base if I can avoid it. Enemy approaching Eden kit. There's another one. Just spawned in right there. And he's dead. He's the way he should be, which is dead, dead, and dead. We're going to put this wall in here somewhere. Arch, corner, diagonal, arch, curved, pillar, curved, diagonal, half wall, diagonal. So many different things, which is good. You know, it's never bad to have options. Even if you never use them, at least they're there. Someday you might decide you do want to use them. If they weren't there, then you'd be sad. It's all you can really say about that. Window, half wall, diagonal window. I want curved wall panel, but I want the curved window. Oh, where was it? That skipped right past it. There we go. There's that. And I think it'll be easier to go up top for that last little bit. We'll do the arches that close everything in. Yes, right here. Pillar, diagonal arch, curved arch, pillar. We want right past it. Corner arch, arch. There we go. Yep. And yep. And this guy. And then we'll do the curved arch. That doesn't look right. How's that? Did we get it right? Corner arch. That was the wrong one. No wonder it didn't look right. It was the wrong piece. Ramp panel, corner, diagonal, curved. There we go. Nope, not that one. There we go. Is that really? I guess it is. Yeah, that's curved. Curved it is. We've got 15 seconds till daybreak. We're going to head on down and admire our handiwork. See what the contrast is like when you've got the two different kinds of blocks working next to one another. Kind of like that. If I was doing this for like an outpost that I was building in the finished game, and I was planning on having it for a while, I wouldn't do this with the two different colors for basically what looks like the same wall. But it's just kind of nice to mess around sometimes and see how things look when you have an opportunity to make them look a little bit different. I kind of want to build a ramp straight down from the Eden kit to the ground, but there's also a part of me that thinks that would be a pretty awful idea, just on account of the fact we're making it a little bit too easy for the bad guys to get into our base. So maybe what we can do is think about some of the things that we haven't been using. First of all, there's the door, which if we were to build that ramp, we could then build a door that would make it a little bit difficult for the splinter mites to get in directly to the Eden kit because they don't know how to turn doorknobs. I don't know. And some laser pillars, which require the illuminite that we were gathering from the swamp-like prototype area way off in the distance so that we can get all that together. So next episode, let's do that. We're going to put in a door. We're going to put in a ramp. Actually, let's do the ramp now. No, it's not going to be as straightforward as we might think. That's not what we wanted. I don't want to put too many things off if we can avoid it, because then we look at what we've got done and we say, you know what, we could have done that last time, but we decided not to, and now it's kicking our ass. Wall panel, there we go, block. Got a block, and a block, and a block, and a block. Seems to be you don't run into so many issues with unstable structure restrictions and errors when you build from the top down. I'm gonna keep that to myself. We got the old ramp that should go fairly straightforward. Yes. And another one. Like so. It's going to be like the super ramp. I can kind of see maybe switching those out for blocks and putting turrets on top of them, but for the time being we don't need to get that far ahead of ourselves. The nice thing about it, again, we upgraded our RMD so that we can reclaim these things without losing any materials, which means it's painless to make adjustments after the fact. If we had to pay for the materials that just vanished into thin air, that might be a little bit different. So let's see if we can't get all the block pieces in now, and then we can switch over to ramps and get all the ramps in. And then we should be in good shape. We can gather some, probably we'll need some more aluminum. I think aluminum is the name. From the swamp. Whatever we need for doors, probably some more stuff for turrets, things like that. We'll get that squared away in the next episode, and then we'll get them all placed. And we should end up with kind of a formidable outpost if we're fortunate. There we go. Finally, we reached the limits. Foundation. Where's the foundation bits? Oh, I know. In the foundations category. What on earth would they be doing there? I don't have any idea why they would have foundations in the foundations category. It just makes no sense at all. And let's just try and get in a little bit closer so we can see what we're doing. I think it's trying to tell me that I made a mistake when I built with all those walls, all those blocks like that, because I think we'll just reclaim this one. And yeah, and then it'll let us place the foundation, and then it'll let us place the block on top. If we can't, if there's no room above the foundation, it won't let you place it, even if the thing that's above the foundation is not in the way of the foundation, where the foundation would be. I've noticed that for a few blocks. I don't know if that's going to be a consistent kind of build mechanic, or if it's just one of those things that hasn't been worked out yet, but at least we know. It makes sense to us because we know, and we can work around it, even though, you know, we're kind of trying to sneak the foundation under things that we already built. So primitives, we need to replace the blocks that we just pulled down. 1, 2, 3. And then we can place the ramps. Wall panel. There'll be a ramp panel here somewhere. Pillar, I saw it sneak by. There we go. Ramp. And a ramp. And another ramp. Leading to a ramp. With a ramp beside it. And a flanking ramp. Just for the sake of convenience. So that's quite the ramp for the splinter mites to get right upside into the Eden kit. But the next episode will make it a little bit harder for them to do that, and then we'll probably be waiting for the next major update. I don't know when that will be, but we're just kind of messing around with the shapes and the primitives and the colors to see what we can get out of the whole situation. So laser wall, door, more turrets. Bob's your uncle. If you want to be notified when I add the next video, subscribe to my channel or follow me on social media. Links for social media in the information box below the video. Leave your comments and feedback. Thanks for watching, guys, and take care.